Hi, today we're going to learn how I lang to go to sea. Welcome to Ukulele Rocks, I'm Mr. C, and today we're going to be learning to play How I Lang to Go to Sea. Now, if you look down in the description, you'll see there's a link to the web page, to the website, to go and get your worksheet, which has got all the chords on it for you and the order they come in and how to play them. How I Lang to Go to Sea is all about us getting better at the dreaded G7 chord. So, get your ukuleles, check they're in tune, and let's make a start. We're going to need 4 chords to practice getting to that dreaded G7. The first chord we need is a chord of F. So put your first finger on string number 2, or the E string. Put your second finger on string number 4, the G. Now you may have noticed I played it twice. And I want you to play your chord of F twice as well. Let's just make sure we can do that. Here we go, we'll do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very good. Now, the whole point of How I Lang to Go to Sea is to build up to this G7 chord the easiest way we can. So what we're going to do to make the next chord is we're going to keep our first finger still on the string, on the second string. We're not going to move it. We're only going to move our second finger, and we're going to drop that down onto the C string, or string number 3. Now that makes a chord, I've called it G9. It's got lots of different names. It's sometimes called an F6, it's called a D minor 11, all sorts of strange names. Try that one. Here's mine. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And now we get to the G7 chord itself. We're going to keep these 2 fingers still, and we're going to drop our third finger onto string number 1, and this is the tricky bit. It'll want to go into space number 3. Don't let it. Let it come back into space number 2, into fret number 2 on the A string. Here's mine. Play along with mine. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the end of How I Lang to Go to C, we've got a chord of C. Do you see what I did there? 1, 2, 3 makes a chord of C. So 1 finger, 1 string, 2 fingers on the first string, 3 fingers on the first string, and we'll play that twice. Now, in the piece, we're actually going to change that slightly. If you look at your piece of paper, it says that we're going to play that chord of C actually 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Now, the trick of this piece is to get those chords to roll into each other, but you do get a little bit of a break. You get 2 beats, or 2 2 spaces, 2 shushes in between each chord. Have a listen to how that sounds. First of all, our chord of F, and we're going to play it 2 times. Then that G9, then G7, and then the chord of C. It's quite tricky to get them all to roll into one another as well. And when we do them with the backing track in a moment, they're even quicker. Let's go through those chords again with me. First of all, find that chord of F. String number 2, string number 4. Change that chord of F to the chord of G9. Drop that second finger down. Good. Now G7, third finger on string number 1. Have you got it in space number 2? Just check. Mine's doing alright. And finally, a chord of C. Let's go through those fingers again. Chord of F. G9. G7, Chord of C. Can you do it quicker? Chord of F. G9. G7. C. Well done, you're doing well with that. Let's try it with the backing track. It will be a bit quick, but remember, you can stop the video and rewind it as many times as you want, or simply run through it. Finish. Just a short piece, so we might try that one more time. Get your chord of F ready. G9, G7, C, back to F, good, G9, G7, chord of C, finish. Well done, I hope you enjoyed that and it's making G7 a little bit easier. Ta-ra!